Presidential candidate Donald Trump isn't backing down from fiery comments he made about whether or not Senator John McCain is a war hero.
This after an interview McCain gave to The New Yorker, in which McCain said Trump was appealing to a more extreme side of the Republican Party.
What he did was that he fired up the CRAZIES.
He's not a war hero.
He's a war hero.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay?
Joining us now, CBS News contributor and editor of TheNewYorker.com, Nicholas Thompson. Nick, thanks for being with us.
Delighted to be here, Vlad.
So The New Yorker had the original article. You assigned that to Ryan Lizza to conduct. Yeah. There's some history between McCain and Trump, yes?
There's a lot of history between McCain and Trump. So what happened is Lizza went into McCain's office, was asking about lots of stuff, asked him about Trump. Now, there are a couple of things that really get John McCain riled up about Donald Trump, or that really got him riled up last week. One, so Trump went out to Arizona, McCain's home state, had this big rally, tons and tons of people, the far, far right. The people who have tormented John McCain over the last years, who have run candidates against him in primaries, who have pushed him to the right, who have pushed him to places where he's not comfortable. So Trump is out there getting all of them agitated. Secondly, Trump's big issue in this campaign has been immigration. Very, very conservative, very difficult, very controversial stance on immigration. McCain's position on immigration for the last 10 years has been comprehensive immigration reform for the good of the country, for the good of the Republican Party. And every time he tries to push comprehensive immigration reform, he's pushed far out to the right. He's pushed a position he's not comfortable with again. So Donald Trump is getting at McCain in a lot of ways. So McCain kind of tees off on him in that interview with Lizza, which then starts this series, which ends up with Donald Trump saying what he said about John McCain's war record.
It was interesting. Senator McCain didn't just talk about Donald Trump. He also had some harsh comments about Marco Rubio. What did he say?
That's so interesting. It's the part that everybody's missed in that initial Lizza interview. So the first half is about Donald Trump, and the second part is about Marco Rubio, who you might think would be an ally of John McCain. They're part of the Gang of Eight on comprehensive immigration reform, the big bill crossed parties a few years back. But McCain says, look, Rubio's not sincere. Rubio doesn't believe this. He just sticks his finger up in the wind. In fact, McCain quotes the Bob Dylan song, "You don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows," blitzing Rubio.
Wow.
Kind of interesting, but that just sort of slipped into the ether.
Oh, interesting. Wow.